Thursday evening, time for the Mobiliser. And we're going to start this evening sitting on our mat. You can sit cross-legged. If you can do a lotus position, by all means go for your lotus position. If you can't, don't worry, that puts you in the same world as all the rest of us. You can sit legs straight out in front, knees bent up, whatever is comfortable for you. And we're going to start out by anchoring our sit bones in our butt down into the mat and thinking about sitting up straight and tall. So like you're being pulled up by the hair on the crown of your head. And taking a few nice breaths in and out. Taking this tall position, trying to stretch up through the crown of the head. Now I'm going to bring the right arm up overhead, reaching up tall, keeping both sit bones anchored. Inhale, stretch up, and exhale, make sure the shoulder blades aren't rising up. We want to keep our shoulder blades pulled down. Inhale, stretching up more. All the time keeping the sit bones anchored. Exhale, check in with the shoulder blades. Inhaling up and reach, and exhale down. Coming to the other side, same thing, we're inhaling as we reach up. And if you can go vertical at the shoulder, that's great. If you've got some restrictions there, your arm might be a little bit wider like mine. Main thing, you're keeping the sit bones anchored down into the floor, not leaning up like this to try and get the arm straight. And reach up as you inhale. And on the exhale, make sure your shoulders are staying down. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, making sure shoulder blades aren't rising up. And reach, stretch as high as you can and release down. Bringing in a little rotation now. So my left hand is coming behind me, my right hand, right forearm coming onto the back of the thigh. Or top of the thigh, I should say. Again, both sit bones staying anchored. Gently pressing against the leg to help us turn around that little bit more. Inhale, feel where the tension is, and exhale, releasing. Staying tall all the time. Inhale and exhale as we come back to center. Switching to the other side. Right hand coming behind this time. Left arm is going to be onto the back or the top of the thigh here. Staying tall, sit bones anchored. Gently pressing the arm against the leg. Inhaling, feeling where the tension is. Exhale, release some of that. All the time staying tall, sit bones anchored. And exhale, come back to center. This time, right hand is coming up, so you reach up, going tall. Left hand comes out to the side and we're reaching across. Again, sit bones stay anchored. Feeling a stretch along the back of the arm, down along the side. Inhale really reaching upwards with the elbow, keeping the arm up high, sit bones anchored. Inhaling, trying to reach a little farther with the inhale as you allow the inhale to expand the ribs and give you that little stretch along the outside. And the last time, big breath in. And exhale down. So we're using the breath to help us reach into the stretch. The left arm comes up, make sure both sit bones are down. Reaching across. Each time on the inhale, big stretch along the side from the back of the arm right down along the outside of the body. And the last one. Exhale and release down. Give the shoulders a little roll out. We're coming onto our backs. A little bit of Pilates now as we bring the hands and the arms up over the shoulders, palms facing in towards each other. Going to inhale as we reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, pulling the shoulders back down into the mat. Inhale upwards, feel the shoulder blades spreading apart. Exhaling down. Once more, inhaling upwards. And exhale. Pulling down. We're going to relax the arms. From here, inhaling, we shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, pulling the shoulders down the back. Inhaling upwards. Squeezing the shoulders at the top and exhale down. Last time, inhaling up. And exhale down. And relax the shoulders, let them drift into a neutral position. We're coming into our hip release, starting on the right leg. So knee drops out to the side, lower back is imprinted down into the mat. And we exhale as we push the leg away. Turn the foot so it's internally rotated. Drag the heel back in towards the butt. And I'm going to move up along my mat here so my foot can slide easily. Lower back is printed into the mat. Knee drops out to the side under control. Drag the heel back in. It's important here to keep the pelvis nice and steady. I'm going for control here. And one more. Control the knee out to the side. Steady push away. Turn the leg in. Drag the heel up towards the butt. Switching legs. Again, control as the knee drops out to the side. Push the heel away. Turn the leg in. Drag the heel. All the time, keeping the lower back pulled down to the floor. Keeps the core engaged. Nice, steady, gentle movement. Once more. Great stuff. We're onto our sides next. I'm going to support my head with my hand. And right angle at the hips, right angle at the knees. Top arm is out in front. I'm going to inhale as I rotate backwards and exhale forwards. Coming forward here on my mat to give myself some more space. Inhaling, coming back as far as you can, but only as far as your two knees will stay together. If the top knee lifts, you've gone too far. Inhaling back and exhale forward. Backwards on the inhale. And this time circling up overhead. Touching the hand down at the end of each repetition to break the tension in the shoulder. And the last one. Excellent. We're rolling back to tabletop from here. Getting our lower back printed into the floor, and we're into our windscreen wipers. So both legs dropping out to one side, keeping the shoulders firmly down onto the floor, and exhale to come back to center. Inhaling as the legs lower down towards the side and come back to center. I'm going to go twice more on each side. Always inhaling as we lower down, then exhale, pulling through the core to bring the legs back to that center tabletop position. Last one, keeping the shoulders down. Exhale to center. Then we're on to our other side. We're going to do our shoulder openers. So once again, right angle, 90 degrees at the hips and at the knees. Head is supported by the hand, arm out in front. Lift and bring it back behind you on the inhale. Exhale forwards. Inhaling back, feeling that nice stretch. Exhaling forwards. Three done, so we're going to circle overhead this time. Straight back and then exhale around in that nice arc overhead. Inhaling back, exhaling, working the shoulder through the full range of movement. Last one. Excellent. From there, we're going to come onto the hands and knees. And we're going to come into our cat and cow. Fingers spread apart, hands pushing down into the floor. We're going to start by bringing the chin into the chest, tucking the tailbone under, pushing the back up towards the ceiling. And here we're taking our big breath in and exhale to move. Looking up in front, big breath into the bottom of the stomach from here. Exhale to move. Tailbone tucks under, back pushes up towards the ceiling and chin in onto chest. Exhaling to move. Inhale to the bottom of the stomach. And exhale to move, tailbone tucking under, pushing the back up high, chin in onto chest. This time as we inhale, pushing the air into the back. And exhale to move. Again, breathing into the bottom of the stomach. Feeling the upper back swell as we inhale. Exhale to move. And last one, big breath into the bottom of the stomach. Exhale to move. And release the breath. And come back to that neutral position. We can come up off the hands, roll the wrists around a bit, get them loosened up and mobilized. Going forwards and backwards. Making waves if we want. Just to get them loosened up, take the stress out. Interlock the fingers and pull the hands away from each other. And grabbing the hands, so grabbing just above the wrist, palms facing each other, and pulling apart. And relax those. We're coming down onto our stomachs now. And we're working through our cobra and child's pose. So from here, palms are below the shoulders, so kind of down towards the ribs. We're going to inhale, taking our big breath in. Exhale, pushing the floor away, lifting chin and chest and stomach, keeping the hips as low as you can. Pushing the hands down into the floor, shoulders away from the ears, looking up at the ceiling in front. Big breath into the bottom of the stomach. And exhale, push the butt back. Come back, sit on your heels. Big breath into the back. Exhale and relax. Inhale into the back. Exhale as you come forwards again. Down. Inhale. Exhale, pushing down into the floor. Keeping the hips low, looking up high. Big breath into the bottom of the stomach. Exhale, push back. Back to child's pose. Again, letting our back spread on the inhale. Exhale and relax. Once more. Inhale, filling the back. Exhale, coming forward. Lowering down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, pushing the floor away, lifting chin, chest, and stomach. Hips are down, shoulders pushed away from the ears. Inhale to the stomach and exhale, pushing back. Back to child's pose. Big breath in, stretching the back. Exhale, coming forwards. Last time. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, pushing the floor away. Shoulders down from the ears. Inhaling into the bottom of the stomach. Big breath. Exhale, come back. Big breath into the upper back. From here, staying low, going to walk the left hand out to the left, and now the right hand follows it. Getting a stretch down along my right hand side. So again, using the breath, deep breath in to increase the stretch, and then exhale, release some of the tension. And again, big breath in and exhale, releasing. Last time here, big breath in. Exhale and release back to center. Now walking the right hand out to the right and the left hand follows. Just go until you feel the stretch. Staying low. Inhale, feel the stretch along the outside of the body. So in this case, my left side, all along the side, the outside of the upper back on the left. Feel the tension releasing on the exhale. Inhale, stretching it a little more. And exhale, drifting back to the center. Great stuff. Next up, our scorpion stretch. So again, we're down on our stomachs. Hand is out to the side. So we're going to use the right leg coming over to the left. We inhale as we roll across. Bringing my right foot back towards my left hand. And the more I can bring my heel towards my hand, the more of a stretch I'll get. And you can adjust the angle of the hip until you feel where is most effective for you. You want to find a point where you can hold it fairly steady. If it's bouncing or springing around a lot, it's going to be difficult to get a good relaxed stretch here. So find a point where you can stay fairly stable. Inhale, feel the tension, exhale. Release some of the tension, bring the leg back. If you find your hamstring is cramping, just straighten the leg and then bend the knee up again. Inhale, feeling the stretch, exhale. Coming back farther. Once more, inhale. And exhale. And relax, come back to center. Switching sides. rolling, knee bent, bring the leg back behind. Moving forward on my mat here to give myself a little bit more space. Again, using the breath. On the exhale, feel that stretch increasing. So I feel the stretch relaxing on the exhale, and inhale then to increase it. So each time on the exhale, feeling the muscles relax. And going that a little bit farther into the stretch. One more breath here. And relax back to center. We're over onto our backs again. Going to get a nice stretch in on the butt. So to stretch the left cheek, my left foot is coming up over my right knee. Right hand reaching onto that foot. Drawing it out to the side. Call this one an all or nothing stretch because you feel nothing, 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 then all of a sudden you hit the spot and you know all about it. If you want to increase the stretch just a little bit, take the fingers of the other hand or the heel of the hand and gently rest it on the knee. And all of a sudden that amplifies the stretch. And as ever, we're using our breathing. Inhale, feel where the tension is. And as you exhale, feel that tension release. And allow yourself to sink into the stretch. Each time on the inhale you feel the tension, on the exhale you relax farther into the stretch. And last time, big breath in. And we release on the exhale, switching legs. So start out, find the point where you feel that stretch. It can take a little bit of exploring sometimes to find exactly where it's going to work best for you. You'll know when you find it. From there, you can use your breathing. Each time on the exhale, feel the tension releasing and feel the body easing down, relaxing into the stretch. So last time, big breath in and exhale and release. Great stuff. We're coming up onto one knee. So I'm going to fold the mat up here because I'm going to be on the knee for a couple of minutes. I want to take the pressure off the kneecap. So I'm on my right knee, my left leg is going forwards. So I've got my left leg straight here. my foot is relaxed, sliding the heel slightly forward, staying up nice and tall, nice and straight in the back, and I'm going to hinge forward. So I can push my hips slightly backwards, if that helps with balance. I want to make sure the hips are squared forwards here in front of me. I'm not twisting around to the side. Staying forwards until I feel that pull down through the back of the leg. If it's catching at the back of the knee, bend the knee slightly and come a little bit farther down into the stretch. Again, keeping the back nice and flat here. If it rounds, you lose a stretch, so come up until you can get that nice flat back in again. And as we stay here, I want you to think of pulling your heel down into the ground, and that actively recruits the muscles here in the back of the leg. So keep pulling for 3, 2, 1, relax the pull, relax the leg. And one more deep breath in and out. Straighten up. And now we're going to bend that front knee. We're going to come forwards, stretching the thigh on the back leg this time. Again, hips are square, shoulders are square out in front. And it's this rear leg now. Think of pulling the knee down into the floor, pulling it down and forwards. So you're engaging the muscles in the thigh. And pulling for 3, 2, 1, relax, forget about the pull. Holding steady. If you feel like you're not getting enough of a stretch in that rear leg, bring the hips slightly more forward. Staying up nice and tall, keeping the core pulled up nice and tight. And exhale and relax. And we switch sides. Again, starting with our hamstring stretch. So leg is out straight in front. And again, from our tall position, we fold forward here. So folding at the hips until you get to that point where you feel the stretch. Once you feel that stretch, that's far enough. We don't want to force it. Again, we're going to use our breathing for a couple of breaths. Then we're going to add some tension. And when you're ready, think of pulling your heel down into the floor. So we're now engaging the muscle in the back of the leg. Pulling down into the floor for 3, 2, 1. Forget the pull. Relax the leg. Once it relaxes on the exhale, see if you can go a little farther into the stretch. Again, keeping the back nice and straight. And once more. And on the exhale this time, I'm coming up, bringing the foot flat on the floor, and coming forward, stretching the thigh on the back leg now. So my left leg this time, torso up nice and tall. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, feeling the tension releasing here in the front of the thigh. And when you're ready, we're going to think of pulling that knee down and forwards. So we're really strongly engaging the muscle here on the front of the thigh, right from the hip. And it's pulling, 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 pulling for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Forget the pull. You can bring the hips a bit more forward. Each time, think of feeling the tension release and relax. And one more breath. And relax there. We're coming back to the center here, onto the feet, and we're going to let the head and the arms hang. So we'll stay low. Knees are slightly bent. We want the legs to relax as much as possible, allowing the head to hang, allowing the arms and shoulders to hang. We're going to straighten the legs ever so slightly, just enough to take the fingers off the floor. We want to still hang out here. Inhale, feel where the tension is. Exhale and release. So whether that tension is in the upper body, in the back, in the legs, wherever you're feeling the most tension, that's where you draw the air in, and as you exhale, feel some of that tension release. Big breath in and exhale, relaxing down. One more deep breath in and out at the bottom here. And on your next exhale, we're going to slowly start coming up. So keeping the chin on the chest, right to the very end, letting the arms hang, slowly coming up. It's a very gradual lift. Nice and relaxed. And as you come up, you're bringing the hips back underneath the shoulders and coming up to your nice, tall, relaxed posture. Once you've settled into your tall posture again, you're going to look over the left shoulder, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your chin down to the shoulder. Inhale, we lift and come back to the center. And bringing it out to the right. And exhale, chin down towards the shoulder. Inhale, come up and back to center again. And we're going inhale, looking up at the ceiling, mouth closed. And exhale to neutral again, back to center. And to finish up, pressing the palms of the hands in towards each other. We're going to take a big breath in as we reach up. Stretching the fingertips up towards the ceiling, stretching them to the corners, stretching to the opposite walls, and exhale down. And again, palms together and inhaling upwards. Stretching to the ceiling, stretching to the corners, stretching to the walls, and relax down. And last time, pressing the hands in against each other, reaching upwards on the inhale, reaching for the ceiling, reaching for the corners, and reaching for the walls, and relax. There we go. Job done. Hopefully you're feeling a bit more loose and limber and relaxed and mobile. That's the name of the game here after all. See you soon.